mystery beneath the Baneberry bush, explained by the novel by Emma Jean H. Rose, based on the Thomas Jefferson Beale Ciphers. Episode 1, The Lost Journal. For over a century, the Beale Cipher was seen as a legend, a rumored treasure map with no proof. But in 2002, author Emma Jean H. Rose uncovered something different. Not a map, but a personal journal, written in code. The author? Gilbert Bean, a Revolutionary War soldier, a minister. His name, his service, and his story, hidden in cipher and verified through military records. This isn't folklore. This is history, decoded. For over a century, the Beale Cipher has been dismissed as myth, a gold-laced ghost story with no proof. But in 2002, author Emma Jean H. Rose decoded something far more personal. Not a treasure map, but a journal. The encrypted testimony of a forgotten soldier. This is the story of Gilbert Bean.
What inspired you to link Gilbert Bean to the Beale Cipher?
I was inspired to link Gilbert Bean to the ciphers because after deciphering the code, he identifies himself within the code, that he came from Scotland, from Lever. He identified himself as living on the Harris Loch. So he identifies himself within the code. I did not know this until that he was linked to it whatsoever until he identified himself in the code.
These weren't loose connections. They were identifiers. A name, a place, a life, encrypted. Scotland, Lever, Harris Loch. All matched to records tied directly to Gilbert Bean.
I began to suspect there was a personal journal. It was a personal journal when Gilbert Bean identified himself by the way the journal entries are written.
For decades, the cipher was treated as riddle, not record. But the language was intimate, confessional. This wasn't the voice of a legend, it was the voice of a man.
I identified Gilbert Bean as being in service in the Rawlins Regiment because he states in the journal himself that he was in the Rawlins Regiment. And I ordered a copy of his military record, which I was able to obtain.
Service in the Rawlins Regiment placed Gilbert Bean in the heart of the Revolutionary War. His existence, once hidden in cipher, was confirmed by official military documentation. Fact, not folklore.
I would describe Gilbert Bean as being compassionate, understanding, generous, a loving individual that just, like a magnet, drew people to himself because of his personality, and seemed to be more interested in other people than he was in himself. He was a minister, and people always look forward to seeing him come and do their service for him once a month, or however often they had a service.
He wasn't just a name in code. He was a person communities depended on, a minister, a mentor, a symbol of trust, not secrecy. And yet, his journal remained hidden for centuries.
So how did he go from being minister to being
Gilbert Bean played a fife, and they would ask him to drill young men with a fife to get them ready to go into service, just like now you have to go through training. So he would train them with a fife and work with them until they went into service, or immediately after they had joined the service.
A minister turned militia trainer, a soldier turned cipher writer. His journey wasn't marked by gold, but by duty, secrecy, and faith. And his journal leads not to treasure, but to truth.